Here's the thing. I can draw I hope this pisses people off really, really good. I'm going to use the dumb left to demonstrate why we can't sit back and allow this Klansman stuff to fester. Because the more you allow an idea to go unchallenged, the more people look around and say, oh, this must be okay. There are impressionable people. I mean, of commentary, there are impressionable people, right? And so as long as you allow, think about how metastasized the dumb left, the conspiracy theory left is, and it's growing like a cancer, literally. Like there are thousands of them over there who are arguing about slavery was not the core of the Civil War because that's where they feel is the logical place for them to stay, right? And there are like hundreds of thousands of them now, the thousands. But early on it was just one dummy, H.A. Goodman. Now it's like 10,000 dummies, or probably 50,000. Yes, they're dumb. I'm sorry. If you ever go to their timeline, why are we going to mince words at this point? But because people like me did not challenge it, I can't stop it. It's not my place to stop it. It's my place to challenge it so that I can be a differing voice so that people who are listening to the two arguments can decide which argument they believe is correct. And so we must challenge. We can't stop, but we can challenge. And because we did not challenge the dumb left sufficiently early on, it is metastasized into a cancer that probably is going to be there malignant for a long time to come. Same thing with the Klan. Yes, I'm comparing the dumb left with the Klan. Please send them a message and tell them I did. Same thing with the Klan, right? Same thing with white supremacists and white nationalists. People want us to say, don't go challenge them. All you got to do is stay home. Don't get involved. We're really going to allow a disease of an ideology to go unchallenged in our streets and allow it to spread to all of these for people. And here's the thing, for people to believe that this ideology has no repercussions. That's what it is, because people need to understand that with this bigoted ideology comes repercussions. And if people feel like, oh, this is just our heyday, oh, Trump's in office and we can totally be as bigoted as we want, we can go into the streets and scream out F you, I can't even, I need a bleep, right? I don't even want to say the word, right? They can go in the street and say F you homophobic slur. And they feel like there's totally not going to be any consequences because of free speech. And if we allow that to go unchallenged, then it's our fault when it grows into something that is a cancer that we can't stop. Just like I take some ownership in the growth of the dumb left, because we did not challenge them hard enough, sufficiently enough, early enough. And so we cannot make that mistake with this for people who are trying to say, oh, why are you so worked up, man? That's just their First Amendment right to go out there and say we want to kill Jews. You know why? Because, even if I didn't have Jewish friends, I would not want somebody out in the streets advocating for the demise of the Jewish people, challenging their voice. All right, you don't like me using Jewish people, for example. Okay, so the LGBTQ community. Why would we sit by? I'm not gay, so should I just sit back and say nothing when people are in the streets screaming homophobic slurs because I'm not gay? Is that really what people, so I should be cool and calm and collected and not say anything about that? No. You know why? Because first they came for the socialists and I said nothing because it was me. Next, they came for the gays and lesbians because I didn't say nothing because of me. Next, they came for the Jewish person and I didn't say nothing because it wasn't me. But realistically, they're going to come for the black folks first. So y'all motherfuckers better say something because it is me. Realistically, that's how that story starts in 2017. So anyone who's telling you, oh, you don't have to say anything, like you're just being dramatic. Have you seen an idea fester if you don't challenge it? I have. And I'm not interested in seeing that happen with Nazism. We can't stop them. We can't stop them from speaking, but what we can do is let them know that there are consequences, social consequences. You'll lose your job. Yeah, that's the free market. Because no, I don't want to work. I don't want to purchase anything from people who would hire and support white supremacists. That's how the free market's supposed to work, right? So there are consequences to this ideology, but if we don't challenge it, people are going to feel, especially because the president of the United States is a white supremacist in chief, people will feel as though there are no repercussions. And not only are there no repercussions, this is their heyday. They can come out and be bold and proud and have their Nazi Day parade. That's where we are, man.